Guys, it's Fonzie here with DipYourCar.com. You know, we've been putting up dipping videos for over a year now, and we keep track of the comments and things like that, and we see the same questions come up all the time. Now, the funny thing is that a lot of these questions come up from people who obviously have no idea what PlastiDip is. So it's really important for us to put up one video just to take these frequently asked questions and just answer them once and for all. Is PlastiDip's going to ruin your car? Can you shoot PlastiDip over primer? Can you shoot clear coat over PlastiDip? All these things that they come up all the time. I wanted to address them, show you firsthand the truth and the myth and the difference between the two. So we're going to take you through some of those things right now. PlastiDip from the beginning to the end. Fonzie from Dip Your Car. I hope you enjoy this one, and hopefully this will clear up some of the questions. Okay, one of the myths or questions that come up is, can you spray clear coat over PlastiDip? Now, we've done it a bunch of times in testing, but I want to show you what happens. We've got a couple coats of PlastiDip on this aluminum panel here. I've got regular Krylon clear coat, high gloss finish. It's a real common clear coat that you're going to find. And what we're going to do is we're going to put over a couple even layers of clear coat, as you would if you wanted to clear coat your wheels or so forth, and let that dry. Alright guys, I'm going to throw another coat of the clear coat over the PlastiDip now. Okay guys, this is 2 coats of PlastiDip with 2 or 3 coats of the high gloss clear coat over it. We've let it dry. Basically we're just going to go ahead and see if we can peel off the PlastiDip like we normally would with the clear coat over it. It's definitely harder to get started. And this is the problem that we usually have when we did some testing of trying to put clear coat over PlastiDip. It comes off, it's removable by definition, but it's not like, if this was PlastiDip, I would have been able to peel this corner and just rip it right off in one nice sheet. This is making it very, very difficult to remove. It just won't allow me to peel it in big pieces. The clear coat's really kind of causing some problems. So I mean, I could sit here and do this all day. To answer the question, can you spray clear coat over PlastiDip? You can, and it still is removable, like I said. It's not like it fused to the metal or anything, or we wouldn't do that to your car, but the trick is it makes it a big pain in the you-know-what to remove it, so be careful if you're going to do it. Alright, the next question that we get a lot is, can you PlastiDip over primer? And if you can, will it react okay and will it peel off? So we've got some self-etching primer, something that's used on wheels and different parts of the car. We've got 3 coats of it on this aluminum panel here, and what we're going to start doing is we're just going to throw a couple layers of PlastiDip over it, and we'll see if it peels off, if it reacts well, and what it does. Alright, this is going to be our second coat of PlastiDip over the primer. Okay guys, now this is 3 coats of primer with 3 coats of PlastiDip over it. And we're going to see what happens as far as the PlastiDip coming off the primer, or if those two have fused together as well. And what we're able to see is the PlastiDip does come off the primer nice and clean, about the same as it would if there was no primer on it, except it's got a little bit more of a tug to it. It feels like it's gripping a little bit more, so it's harder to pull off. But it does come off nice and clean. The primer's okay underneath it. So the question, can I PlastiDip over primer? With all of the testing that we've done and the real world results we've seen, as far as we're concerned, you absolutely can. A lot of the questions that we get are revolving around questions about heat. Can PlastiDip withstand heat? On exhaust tips and wheels and things like that. Now wheels, we know they last as long as you want to keep them on there. Heat is not a problem. Exhaust tips, for example, now PlastiDip is rated to 312 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the exhaust tips on my S4 have been PlastiDipped for almost about a year. They've obviously held up just fine. There's no peeling, there's no cracking, there's no bubbling at all. Now I know every single car is going to have different temperatures on the exhaust tips depending on the motor and the exhaust system. This is the 3-liter V6 supercharged. It does have an open exhaust system, so I'm assuming that would be closer to the hotter range, but exhaust tips can be PlastiDipped. One of the questions that I see on the YouTube videos all the time is, you know, you guys see me peel it off the headlights and things like that after we're done dipping the car, and you know, we don't mask the headlights, we peel them off. And a lot of people will say, well, if it peels off that easy on the headlights, it's just going to fly right off as soon as you touch it, or somebody bumps it, or if you try to take it through a car wash. And the fact of the matter is, you guys have to realize that PlastiDip is really pliable and removable the first hour or so after you do it. But after it starts to cure, after it gets in the sunlight for a while, it's not going anywhere until you want to. I mean, I want to show you. This is that blueberry dipped S4 that we did a couple months ago. I mean, you can rub up against it, you could hit it with your nail. Basically, this is not going anywhere. You can't rub it off or peel it off until you specifically want to. Now, if I wanted to open the door and work back one of these edges with my fingers, it'd probably take me a couple minutes, and start the peel, and then start peeling it back. Obviously, you know, PlastiDip is removable, and we'll go over that. But the product is very, very strong and very rigid once it has time to cure. One of the questions again is, can I wash it? You know, if I dip my whole car and it looks gorgeous, but then I take it through a car wash, is it going to rip right off? I see that all the time. I want to demonstrate for you that that's not the case. Okay guys, we've got the shop pressure washer. It's 1800 PSI. It's probably stronger than anything you're going to come in contact with in one of the drive-through car washes. As you can see, even from close distance, it's not disrupting the PlastiDip at all. Actually, this is what we use to wash our dipped cars. So when you dip your car, you know, whether it's going to peel off or it's going to be disrupted during car washes and things like that, it's very, very usable and user-friendly on a day-to-day basis. Once you get it on there and it cures and it's set in about, you know, a 2 to 3 day period, like I said, it's not going anywhere until you want it to. Guys, one of the comments I see on a lot of the videos, unfortunately, is, oh, you just ruined that Audi, you just ruined that car. A lot of people don't understand the very basic of what PlastiDip is a removable paint. So, I mean, just going to do a real basic thing here. This is a new Audi S5. I'm just going to put a big square panel of PlastiDip right on the side of the car, right on the clear coat, to show you guys that it does peel off. Okay guys, now before I do this, one of the questions that we see all the time as far as the YouTube comments is just people asking why. Why are you PlastiDipping your car? Why would you do this? Please tell me why. I'd like to just address that real quick in the simplest way I can. PlastiDip allows you to change the color of your car or any part of your car with really no consequence. It's very inexpensive compared to vinyl wrapping. It's removable. It's easy to use. You can do it yourself. I mean, the list goes on and on. If you guys wonder why would you use PlastiDip on a car, do a little Google searching. You're going to see hundreds and thousands of people use it for all different types of applications. On the Dip Your Car forums, you'll see different stuff come up every day. You'll be really surprised about how people are pushing the limits with PlastiDip. But if I wanted a matte black car, you know, a vinyl wrap, $2,000–$3,000, PlastiDipping the project is going to be a do-it-yourself, and it could be anywhere between, you know, $300 or up. And when I want to go back to white, I mean, it's just a matter of. All right, guys. Again, Fonzie from Dip Your Car. The PlastiDip and everything that we use for the projects obviously is available at dipyourcar.com. This is going to be really volume 1 of PlastiDip myths, where I'm sure we'll come up with more stuff. You guys will have more questions, and we'll address that as well as time goes on. But you know, there's all sorts of new ways to use PlastiDip and new colors coming out and stuff like that. We try to stay ahead of the curve and teach you guys the best we can on how to use it. If you have any questions, customer service at dipyourcar.com, or you can always give us a call. There's people here that are ready to help you. Fonzie from Dip Your Car. Hope you enjoyed the video.